welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Today we're going to prepare a basic roasted chicken. So what you're going to need is a roast chicken, a chicken to roast, organic chicken, granulated garlic, powdered garlic, smoked paprika. I have two different types here just so you can see there's different versions. Himalaya salt, which is a grinding salt, any type of grinding salt that you like, pepper in a grinder, and olive oil. I'm gonna roast the chicken and I'm gonna surround it with vegetables. In the bowl, I have 3 carrots cut up, a few celery stalks, and 1 russet potato, just cut up. So I'm gonna start with my chicken upside down. I've already washed it and dried it out, and I have a little onion piece inside the cavity. I don't know if you can see it. Salt inside the cavity as well. So I've already mixed together 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of the paprika, this is gonna be tricky, 10 grinds of the salt and 20 grinds of the pepper, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's all mixed together here. I'm gonna start by putting it on the bottom of the chicken. Just slather it on. Now the underneath side of the chicken is basted, and I'm going to take it over to the roasting pan and flip it over. In the roasting pan, I already have an onion sliced, and I put the onion on the bottom of the basting pan, and I'm going to put my chicken upside down, right side up now, in this pan. So now I have the breast side up, and I'm going to baste the other side. Once you have your chicken basted, then surround it with your vegetables. I'm going to be basting the chicken throughout the roasting process, so the juices are going to return around the chicken. Okay, we've got a pretty full roasting pan. I'm going to add a little bit more salt and a little more pepper to the vegetables and drizzle with a little more olive oil. So I'm just running around the edges with the pepper. As I've told you many times, I don't measure. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the grinding salt. You can always add more salt or pepper. You can't take it away, so I try not to overdo it with that. And then the olive oil, I'm just going to put a little drizzle around the edges with the vegetables, so they've got a little bit of olive oil as well. Okay, I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. So we're going to put it in the oven for 400 degrees for about 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm going to check it and begin the basting. This chicken is a little over 4 pounds, so it should take an hour and a half to an hour and 3/4. So I will be watching it and basting it throughout the process. I like to use a foil tin, just a piece of aluminum foil, shiny side down, just laid upon the chicken. You don't have to cover it too tightly, just lay it on there. Our oven has been preheating at 400 degrees, so we're ready to put the chicken inside. Note that I'm using my oven on convection, so it has a fan in the back and it's going to be moving the hot air around. I have my oven rack right in the middle, and that's where I like to cook my chickens. So I'm going to put it right in with the foil is just resting on top, and then I'm going to come back in about 20 minutes. Right now I have it on 400 degrees. In 20 minutes I'm going to turn it down to about 350. I'll see you in 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes, so let's check on our roast chicken and see how it's doing. I'm going to turn the oven down to 350 now. It's ready. Okay. So I'm gonna look and see if there's any basting juices that have come out of the chicken yet. I've got a lot of vegetables, so I'm gonna toss them around so they can try to cook evenly. There's a little juice out on the bottom, and I'm gonna move some of these vegetables out of the way so I can get to it. I'm just gonna baste the chicken in its own juices. So remember, I only had 2 tablespoons altogether of olive oil. So now this is a little bit of the natural juices and a little bit of the olive oil. It looks very nice. This is gonna give it, the paprika is gonna give it a really nice color. Okay, so move those vegetables back around. And I'm gonna put my foil back on because I don't want it to get too brown. I've basted the chicken and it's gonna go back in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Well, welcome back. Our 30 minutes are up and we're gonna check on our roasted chicken and see how it's doing. We're gonna take it out, check it out, baste it again, and put it back in. So I'm going to turn our vegetables again so they can be getting evenly cooked as well. And I can see there's starting to be some juices in the bottom, so that's good. That's what we like to see. I'll move my vegetables out of the way so I can get to the juices. And I'm gonna baste it again. And I'm just gonna continue basting in its own juices. Remember, the juice has the paprika, the garlic powder, the salt, and the pepper. And if you want to jazz it up, feel free to add any herb that you like. If you like a rosemary chicken, just put your rosemary in with your other herbs at the very beginning, and it'll be cooking with your other spices. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I think we're gonna need probably another 30 minutes. So it's been in 20 minutes and then based at 400 degrees. Then I turned it down to 350 for 30 minutes. And this chicken was a little over 4 pounds, 4.1 pounds. So I'm gonna do it for another 30 minutes, but this last 30 minutes, I'm gonna leave it uncovered so it can get nice and brown on the top. Okay, ready? Back in the oven. Still on 350 degrees. We're still in the middle of the oven, and we're still on convection. And I will see you in 30 minutes. Welcome back. Our 30 minutes are up, and we're gonna check on our roasted chicken. It's been in the oven altogether 20 minutes at 400 degrees, then 1 more hour at 350 degrees. So here we go. The last 30 minutes it was uncovered. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Too bad you don't have smell-o-vision. It smells really good. So I'm going to baste it one last time and then put the foil tint on it so that it can rest, so that the juices have an opportunity to redistribute. So your vegetables should be cooked, and they are. They're nice and soft. They look good. Everything looks like it's perfect in there. And let's see how our juices are flowing. Looks like we got lots of nice juice in the bottom of here, and I'm just gonna baste it in its own juice. So this is, again, started with the olive oil and the paprika and the garlic powder and the salt and the pepper, and then the natural juices that came out of the chicken. So this is a very simple roasted chicken. You can have it any night. This is great to eat hot or eat cold the next day on a salad. And maybe in another class we'll talk about what you can do with the leftover roasted chicken. So thank you for coming to Karen's Kitchen. I'll see you next time. Enjoy.